and I save. B is now having the value 45. Now if I say print A and I save this script and run this script, you will see that we have this is tutorial 2 as well as 34 printed on the terminal. Now again, if you say A comma B, print statement will be showing you A and B together. So you can see we have 34 and 45 together here. Now you can always write a string and you can use commas and you can say this is the value of A and B. And you can say colon A comma B and you will see this is the value of A and B, colon 34 and 45. So this is how you combine strings and numbers. So A and B are numbers here and we can store any kind of value inside A and B. I can also store some decimal point value like 34.87, and if I run this you'll see 34.87 and 45. Now if I enclose this A in double quotes and I save it and I run it, instead of getting 34.87, I'll get A literally here. Why? This is because this is a string and strings are interpreted literally by the Python interpreter. Enclosing anything inside double quotes will mean that this is a string. So in order to make sure that the value of A is printed on the screen, I will have to say print A instead of A enclosed in double quotes. So this is how variables work in Python. But now, how do you make sure that a variable is a floating point number or an integer, and how does these kind of data types work in Python? Let's talk about that. So I'm going to be removing this space and I'll type data types in Python. Now data types in Python are primarily of these types: numbers, strings, booleans, and then we have lists, tuples, and we have sets, dictionaries. All of these data types are nothing but objects. So numbers are of three types, primarily int, float, and complex. And again, strings are something that we can write literally using the double quotes. Booleans are of two types, true and false. List is something that we are going to be talking about in more detail in the coming videos. Tuples, sets, and dictionaries are also something we'll talk about very soon. But again, I want to emphasize on something here. Everything in Python is an object. Now, what is an object? Object is something that we create from a blueprint called class. Now class is something that we'll discuss at the very end of this course. But again, all you have to know is everything in Python is object, and we'll be talking about more of these things very soon. So you can use type function to find out the type of any kind of Python object. So for example, I'll give you an example. So if I say print and you say type of A, and I accidentally split the screen, I'll close this and I'll run my program. You can say it's saying class float. It's telling me that A is of class float. Let me add some more data types here. I'll say C is equal to true, and then D is equal to, let us say I'm saying A 1 plus 5J, and let us say I'm saying E is equal to this, and I'm saying F is equal to, let me see something, let us say 1, 2, 3. Now this is something that I'm going to be telling you very soon. Just type it literally without knowing what this means, because this is a list and I'm going to be explaining you everything about list very, very soon. So I have created variables from A to F. Now I'm going to show you something. If you press Ctrl D on your keyboard, Ctrl D, once again Ctrl D, once again Ctrl D, Ctrl D, it will replicate your line on the next line. So you can create as many duplicates of line as possible. Now if you press Alt and Shift on your keyboard and you start dragging down, you'll see that you get these multiple cursors. Use your arrow keys and you can say backspace and you can type A, B, C, D, whatever you want. So I'll say A, here I'll say B, here I'll say C, D, E, F, G. Let us say instead of print I want to write printf, which Obviously, I don't want to write, but again, I want to show you. You can use Alt, and wherever you click, you'll get a cursor. So this is something that is really very important. So I'll say really very important, and this will be reflected in all the cursor positions. So I'll remove it for now. I just wanted to show you this multi-cursor functionality. To remove all these multi-cursors, you can click on anywhere on the screen and they will go away. So I don't have G, I suppose. Yeah, I don't have G. So let me remove this G. And if I run this program, you can see float, int, bool, complex, str and list classes being shown up. So as I told you, everything in Python is an object. So class is something which is used to create all these objects, and we are going to be talking about more on classes and objects, so you don't have to worry much about those. But once again, this is something that I wanted to tell you. So in this video, we discussed what variable is. We talked about comments, we talked about single line and multi-line comments, and we created different types of variables. This code will be available in the description of this video, so you make sure that you access the code that I've written in this video. Also, you have to make sure that you go to the playlist section of this channel and you access the Python course. This is really very important, because if you don't access that playlist and save it or bookmark it, you're gonna be losing the playlist. I don't want you to lose the playlist, because I'm gonna be adding a lot of free videos on that playlist, and I'm gonna be taking this course to the very end. So if you want to learn, make sure that you access the playlist, bookmark it, and subscribe to the channel. So guys, I hope now you know what a comment in Python is and what a variable in Python is. Now variable is something that we will dig into more throughout this course. So stay tuned, give this video a like. Thank you so much guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.